Alright, what's happening? So, as I've said before in the past, I've kind of been in a bad way a little bit. I'm doing better now, but at the worst off, my doctor wanted me to see somebody. So, she sent out a bunch of referrals. I saw the first person today. And they seemed kind of fucking lost. And it's whatever it is, you know what I mean? The only person I trust to tell me what's best for me in the future is God, because everybody else is going to be looking out for what's best for them, and or what's best for me as they see it. And then none of them know me, so what the fuck, you know? Like the intake form, like the questionnaire and thing about like depression and shit, it really didn't. It was very unnuanced, you know. It was stupid. Because some of the questions I could have answered yes as true to, but then they specify something else, like a stipulation to it. Oh, that's the camera. I forgot I moved it again. They make a stipulation to it, and like no, then that no. If you left that little last three words off, then yes, but and it can't be true and false, and there's no space for anything else, so we're done here. But no, I was hanging out, went to town. I'm going back tomorrow so I can get the early bird. Early bird. The if you wake, you do the wake and bake by 11 o'clock. If you hit Green Farm before 11 o'clock, it's like 20% off. So I'll probably get a like a gram of hash, like actual hash, and yeah, I'll see what happens with that. Because this is good. This hash wax is good, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I just have to. I want to find out if hash is stronger or better because I need something that's going to kind of put me on my ass for a little bit cheaper. Um, Hash is not actually cheaper, but if I were smoking less, it'd be cheaper. So that's what I mean by that. Um, those ones I have lasted pretty good, and I still got like half of one left, so a good another 2 days, you know. And if I ration it better, I can do three or four easily. But 71.8%. I feel like it should be doing much better job than this. It's good. It's really good. It just really should. Um, it's not doing what I'd like it to do. Um, just go ahead and jump into the whole Trumpty Dumpty shit. This motherfucker is the king of the false equivalency. So he's offered a $400 million sky palace from Qatar for free, quote unquote, no strings attached, just to use until his new one's ready to go. It could be bugged, could be rigged to blow, it could be whatever, but who knows? Um, could be nothing. Could just be a gift of honesty and an honest gift. But in the end, it will go to him, not to the Air Force. So basically, he's breaking the emoluments clause again, and he's just getting away with it, which is whatever. I mean, he's the one that's got to face God in the end. So that's he's the one who will never get out of hell. He's the Antichrist. He's the one who'll never get out of hell. Mainly because he won't admit that he actually is there and deserves to be there. Um, God has the ability to forgive, but you have to ask for it, and you have to. I mean, I can't be like, okay, fine. You know what I mean? You have to honestly be like, look, my way ain't cutting it. Sorry, dude. Help me out here if you wouldn't mind, please. It doesn't have to be necessary, like the bloody knees and I've tried everything. Elephant cock, whale cock, praying to statues, and I humble myself finally. It doesn't have to be. It can just be like, hey man, Hey, man. Smoked a lot of pot and did a lot of drugs. I'm kind of like fucked off in the head. Can you help me out there? No, I didn't suck any cock or anything. Jesus Christ, no. Just had a little bit of weed here and some. I mean, I did some other stuff, but I mean, my perception of the world's fucked up. Not my world's fucked up. That's what that one guy, the doctor today, was asking. Like, what am I in there for? Like, what? He's like, well, what seems to be the main source of your depression? Like, the world fucking sucks. That's the main source. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I really don't have any kind of treatment for that. I'm like, yeah, I know, which is why shit got so bad that my doctor recommended I come see you. He's like, well, what do you want me to do? What would you like me to do? And I'm like, he's basically going through like the stuff. He's like, I'm kind of like the intake guy. I mean, he is a doctor, but he's doing the intake to whatever. I can't tell you how many doctors have asked me that. What do you want me to do? I don't know, be a fucking doctor, look at the situation and assess the shit, and then you tell me? You're the one with the medical fucking training? The piece of paper, you're the one getting paid here. Unless you're gonna pay me your fucking salary for the next hour that I'm in your fucking office. You do your fucking doctor fucking job. You do that shit. Look over the file. I mean, this is a fucking name my own kind of drug, so let's say we can do Percocet, we can do... I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing today? Am I the doctor? Then give me the fucking coat. And give me the sticker thing right here. And 4 more mints from the fucking jar because they're my fucking mints now. Oh, you're still the fucking doctor? Why don't you tell me what the fuck you... I think I made a mistake coming here. Jesus Christ, I'm going more fucking insane. Sitting in your fucking office, man. There's another one she sent, she fucking sent like a trying to prior authorization to see if I can get, and they want me to do like the intake online. So I think I explained. I was going through the intake. I was getting close to the end. I was asking about insurance. They said I need a picture of the front and the back, and you can do it from your tablet. So I fucking open my tablet camera from inside the fucking thing where it says like click here to upload, and I click there to upload, and okay, cool, and I take the picture. It starts the entire intake process over again. I'm looking for any background apps that like maybe whatever. No. I try to hit back to go, no. Just close the tab. I'm like, I'm not doing that right now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a picture of the front and the back, so next time I don't have to, I just got to grab it from my tablet. I don't have to actually take a picture, so I won't switch over to the camera and fuck that off. Cool. So I waited for a while, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this now, and I loaded up the picture. Starts the whole fucking process over again. So I'm too pissed. I'm closing the tab. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that right now. I'll do that later. And later has not gotten here because it's like the 3rd time the thing has shut down and restarted. The first time it just shut down and started. I don't remember why. But either way it goes, I was in a suicidal state. Sorry for any trigger fucking word warning thing I should have added there. I was in a fucking suicidal state. Sorry that I have to blunt my language for how I fucking felt. So I'm not gonna do that in a land of free speech. I think I marked this as not for kids. Cool. So we're all adults here. And in the adult world, sometimes people want to check out of the hotel from California. The saddest thing I think I've seen so far throughout my life, fucking adults walking around saying effing. I get you're around preschool. You know, you're at a preschool. You're at a family reunion and the kids are, oh, I don't cuss. You said fucking, like Louis C.K. said, the N word. You're making me say nigger. You're making me say fucking. Be a fucking man and say the fucking, or if you're a woman, be a fucking man and say the goddamn word your fucking self. Fuck. Cash Patel, head of the FBI. This is effing nuts. Yeah, that a 12-year-old who's gonna get in trouble for saying fucking is running the FBI. That's fucking nuts. A cross-eyed 12-year-old that's gonna get grounded or get some kind of punishment is running the FBI. That's fucking nuts. I'm gonna have decorum. No, you don't. You arrested a judge in a courtroom. You have no decorum. Look at your face. Look at your fucking... Look at the master you serve. Donald fucking Rump. And they want me to pay top dollar. No, they don't want you to have it at all, fuck weasel. It's not take the gift or buy the gift. Go the proper avenue and say, hey, Congress, can I have this plane? And when they say no, I guess I'll buy it. Fuck you, no, you won't buy it. If you do, we start articles of impeachment. If not, fucking pushing for treason, because we already said the Congress that set up your fucking job, Saul. Your fucking job, fat ass, was created by the goddamn Congress. Therefore, you can be checked by Congress. Therefore, you can be ejected by Congress. Therefore, the Congress does not answer to Rumpy Trump. The Supreme Court was established by Congress, therefore is under the jurisdiction of Congress. If Congress wrote them into it, Congress can write a law saying that we don't need the fucking Supreme Court to vote off on this. We've decided these things about the Supreme Court to amend the rules that we created about the fucking Supreme Court. You guys are taking customers always right to I manage it now. Fuck you. Customer's always right. No. Customer's always a fucking dick because nothing's enough for the fucking customer. Nothing. If you find $50 on aisle 5 and you get to the front and get shortchanged 3, you're still gonna raise fucking hell, aren't you? No, we're cool, man. Keep that 3. Why? If you find it, enjoy it. Call it a tip. If it's going to cause you any problem with your drawer, then sure, let's find it. But if not, just don't worry about it, man. Or if you get to your car and realize you got shortchanged $3, you're probably going to go back in. Because it's not the victory you had, it's the fucking loss that you took, that you suffered. Just like all the likes and shit on videos, those don't matter anywhere near as much as the thumbs downs or the complaints. The reason people tell you to comment is because they're hoping that you get into a squabble with somebody. Even agreeing with the opinion of the video or disagreeing. because, and it might be one the creator that's doing it, because every time you go, you get a message saying, hey, blah blah blah, and so you reload the video, which gets them another watch, which gets them another commercial watch. That person shits on you in a way that gets you like, oh, you motherfucker, and you start typing back to them. It could be the content. It could be the person who makes the fucking page, made the content you just watched. You agree with this fucking asshole? You're typical stupid sheep that would. Go fuck yourself. This guy's a fucking great fucking blah blah blah. He doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about half the time. His things are very well researched. And you're sitting there arguing with the guy because he needs that extra 3 cents for each time it loads. If you have nothing else to do with your time, that's what you do with your time basically throughout the day. Answer messages and respond to people that seem very passionate about something. And or someone in your crew. You have someone in, that handles that. They may handle your social media accounts. And if they get paid, then you bet your ass they're going to engage with you. Because they want the subscriber who's paying them to look at all the traffic you're getting. But I don't know, man. The worst part about Trump is the fact that, not that he's the Antichrist, not that he's doing all the shit he's doing, is that a percentage of Americans and non-insignificant like what he's done so far. These are the same people that lost their fucking minds when Obama tried to do it the right way. And they were vetoing everything. You want to go back to the fucking thing and pull up the bills? I've got it. They tried to repeal the health care. Health care. Health care. Not even free health care. You still have to... affordable health care. They tried to repeal that to the tune of a couple $100 million because like $10 million every time they come to Congress and come together. They must have had like 20, 30 fucking meetings on that. And that all went nowhere. And since they went nowhere, they decided to hijack the government and say, well, fine, we're shutting down the government until you agree to shut down, take out the fucking thing. Like, you can't get it done by vote, so you're going to take the fucking country hostage? Law and order, that's a criminal move right there. The Republicans have become criminals. It is a criminal who gets sentenced to jail and goes, corrupt judge. Dude, all the evidence proved that you did it. No, it didn't. I wasn't even there. This corrupt fucking, fake. All that evidence, you guys planted that. We found it in your house with your fingerprints, and that's the whole thing we've been charging you with for a year, trying to get you to turn this over. If you turned it over, there'd be no crime right now. Lies. Arrest that judge. It's the criminal mind that goes, the cop won't shoot me if I have an innocent person. Did I just drop my little fucking bug? Yeah, I did. Don't worry. I will find you. You tried to escape last time. I found you then. I'll find you now. Nothing else, I have more. No, that's just a piece of something. Smells kind of like it. It's probably that weak ass shit. There you are. There you are. I told you I'd find you. Oh no, that's just a booger. I'm kidding. That's it. Um, it's a criminal mind that knows it's wrong and still tries to say, I'm innocent. It's the criminal mind that an innocent person goes to jail. I mean, let's think about this. The Central Park Five. They went to jail on trumped up charges. They weren't real. Donald Trump called for their execution. DNA proved they didn't do it. He doesn't accept that. There's proof that they were forced they were coerced into confession. These were kids. Probably held without lawyers. Probably scared to fucking death. We know you did it. Blah, blah, blah. Look, you're looking at fucking life in jail, and you're fucking 15. If you say you did it, well, they may have mercy on you. You may get out in like 30 years. But if you don't, oh, you're never getting out of here. But I didn't do it. You're still holding to that, huh? Yeah, you're definitely going to be staying forever. They've confessed. Yeah, they confessed, but they showed that it was under coercion. He still won't admit he's wrong. They get out. One's running for fucking office, I believe. Trump's still saying that they got it wrong, that those guys should be in jail. But don't let him suffer 5 minutes of actual accusation of things he actually did. Because the judges, anyone who accuses him of stuff, they're getting fucking death threats. They're getting... The maggots are coming out after you got... That's some criminal-ass behavior. But you guys do kind of glorify Bonnie and Clyde, you know what I mean? Just kind of like... Me and you were going to be like Bonnie and Clyde. You're going to go around shooting cops and robbing banks? Well, no, we're just going to love each other. Then that's not Bonnie and Clyde. We were like Romeo, and just so when she dies, you're going to kill yourself? No. No? You're probably, one of the two of you is probably already cheating, so yeah, nothing like Romeo and Juliet. So why don't you guys just shut the fuck up? You like each other for right now. You're sticking your genitals on each other for right now. Well, that's not romantic. No, but neither's your fucking relationship, to be honest. I'm probably going to be doing some mixing here in a little bit. It's about 30 minutes almost. This world just drives me nuts, man. I gotta do something about... Oh, that was what I was going to say. That when I was the worst off, actually contemplating shit, she got... she called people out, whatever, and they called pretty much like that day. And they put an appointment out for like 2 weeks. Like, well, thank God this isn't a fucking emergency, like, right now. By the time she'd called out, I was already kind of coming out of it a bit. It took some tweaking. I didn't realize where we were, what was going on. Now I know. And I'm okay now. Still don't like this world. Still ready for it to end, which I don't think is far off at all. Yeshua can't return until the man of sin is revealed. Sooner fat ass Donnie fucks up all the way. That's all he does is fuck up. That's all he does. He just fucks up over and over and over and worse and worse and worse. He's a fuck up. He's a cheater. He's an adulterer. He's the worst fucking president. The most shitty ideas on what to do with finances, man. Just the worst. Just you guys had your hopes in a guy that couldn't sell water, vodka, couldn't run a fucking airline, couldn't run Trump Enterprises. When ABC or whoever showed up to do The Apprentice, there was no boardroom. It was just that shitty fucking room that he has. So they built the prop room that they use for the show, which he then started using as the actual, because he's pathetic. Why didn't he never put his hands up like this? Try to look and see, yeah. Air it extra dry. Don't be shy. This is it. This is the most. He might get run there. Never passed here. Never passed here. Never this. Too weak. Had a stroke. Is that why where it uses the Sharpie? Is that why he couldn't remember origins from oranges? He had another one recently that people were kind of confused as to what he was saying. But I was like, oh shit, he had another oranges. Oh, he said something. And then he pivoted from that. Fuck, I can't remember what it was. It was a very strange way to get back to the subject. But I think it was about the tariffs, and it was something. But yeah, it all of a sudden became very clear why they've been trying to demonize progressive. You know, because income tax is a progressive tax. The more money you make, it progressively gets larger. Tariffs are a regressive tax. In a situation like China would be prime to break out a tariff. United States, if we actually were what Trump thinks we are, be fucking awesome. I hate him so bad because, okay, so they asked him what he would do to back off the 145% tariff on China. Nothing. Figuring that would finally bring them to the table. They probably got a phone call and they agreed to talk. What they didn't realize, last time he said that they agreed, that they had talked, like, oh, we talked to him this morning. They're like, yeah, she said, did you guys, that discussion? He's like, well, we talked to China. It's bullshit. He didn't talk to China. He's just making up shit because he just fucking lies. Okay, so them agreeing to meet, I knew as soon as he put the post up, we've reached a total reset. Makes him look like he's this great negotiator. All they did say, yeah, we'll meet with you. We'll meet with you and talk with you, and at that point in time, we'll decide what the tariffs are going to be. You know? And from that, he's like, we reached a total reset. And I'm going to go talk to them now about that. And there's like, okay, he's doing the same shit. But the thing is, he walked into a negotiation with his dick exposed, ready to go into a mousetrap. That little button he has, they're going to put a mousetrap right on the little fucking, right up against his fucking pelvis and snap that little button off. When he comes back talking about the reset and all this other shit, all these days, like, dude, we have the audio. Reset, we said we'd meet with you. You were tough on us. We have the audio. We agreed to this, not that, whatever. We have the audio. Dare you to say some shit. We have your number now because the main thing, like I said, he has no support, and the only support he has in Congress, the other politicians hate him. I mean, they hate him. But the people, 48% of the fucking people, apparently somewhere around 48% of the people, voted for him. If they act out against that 48%, they don't get reelected. They're forced to play along until he loses favorability with the people, because that's the only popularity he has. With the people right now. He has, if he had the right amount of popularity, he could get the Constitution changed. We are the people, we the people, but he'd have to lie on a level that would be attractive to everyone, and he does not have that power. Half the country has said no and no way and never under any circumstance. No, no way and never, and that you just have no chance of what he wants to do. As long as there's 50% or more saying no, no way, never, no how. I'm one. No, no way, never, no how. 3-time adulterer. No. No. From the same people that were upset about a goddamn blowjob, no. The fact that you don't, I was starting to think about making some kind of plush dolls of Republicans, and the backs of the suits have a zipper because it says spine not included. And then you sell, like, there's just one spine, and it's like $50 trillion, and you have it on your internet website. Yeah, it's $50 trillion. No one's buying that. So all the Republicans never ever get a fucking spine. Last time I kind of started going through my theory of everything, I started getting kind of sick. Maybe that was because of God. You know, I was talking more about God than the theory of talking about what's going on here. But I just don't like pissing him off, and I don't like pushing the boundaries or anything like that. So I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that I won't say I know, but I feel very strongly. And the more I see, the more it really makes sense and ties together. Again, I'm not nailing it 100%, but I did, like, again, the bigger pictures, I'm nailing completely. The who's and the what's, I'm not getting 100%. Being completely honest, like I said, from the 90s, but the big picture of it is going exactly like I said. Since the fucking 90s, it's going exactly like I said. And it's even worse, is the only way out is the other way that I thought of, which is the only reason I didn't try to go forward, because it's a pseudo-utopia. It would be a false heaven on earth. Would all your creature comforts be cared for? Yes. And therein would be the problem. Because, I mean, the more comfortable you are, the more soft you become. And you need to maintain some edge. Men and women, you do. You just do. That's where the defending yourself comes in. It's not in the weapon, it's not whatever. It's in the fact that you won't just be docile. You will not just submit. You're waiting for your opportunity. Yeah, sure, you got tied, you got me tied, and whatever. You don't know that I know how to get out of duct tape. I don't know where we're going, but I'm not dead yet. So as long as I'm not dead yet, I'm not dead yet. And if that's where I'm going anyways, I might as well put up a fucking fight, shouldn't I? I'm getting my bearings as where things are going and where everything's all, you know? Listen to the voices. Who's in charge? How tight is their bond? How can I fuck with them? You don't necessarily have to have a gun. The human is the worst creature ever, man, because it's so crafty and creative, and its will to live is fuck, dude. With the ability of adrenaline, women picking up a fucking car off of their baby, you know, or a tractor, or any of that kind of shit. Even just like I've run on adrenaline because a dog was chasing me. Want to talk fast? Fast. You can run fast as a motherfucker. I'll run a Rottweiler. Shit, man. And I mean, I guess it kind of has to be the way it. Again, I don't know how much I should say, but when the Supreme Court, everybody's like, "Oh, how could the Supreme Court find that Donald Trump has immunity?" They did not. They found that in some cases, to preserve the union, it's okay for the president to do unconstitutional things. One of the reasons being, again, there was the, up until Trump, the ceremony. Incoming president pardons outgoing president and all administration for any and all crimes. Can't even be brought up. Bush, pardoned by Obama. Reagan, pardoned by Bush. Clinton, pardoned Bush. Bush, pardoned Clinton. Obama, pardoned Bush. Trump didn't pardon Obama. Biden didn't pardon Trump. One of these kids is not like the other. One of these kids does not want to play like the others. Now, it's one thing to try and sway public opinion. It's another thing when you try to sway that public opinion against America. Make no mistake, that's what Donald Trump has done. You don't like America the way it is. It's going to shit. Oh, it's terrible. No, we do not have a record high. No, Biden is the worst. Biden's terrible. There was one thing that kind of proved it to me. It's like when Biden won the 2020 election, no matter what, they're probably going to have a celebration at Mar-a-Lago, that fucking garbage dump. Um, until they saw the drone. It would look like fireworks, but it was a drone orchestration announcing Joe Biden and all the people in the streets yelling and screaming and happy. It was not like that for him. Even that day, they had no fireworks, or if they had fireworks, it definitely didn't spell out. It would have, whatever they would have had would have paled in comparison to the parties that were happening for Joe Biden. His inaugural, if he would have won, it still would have paled in comparison to, like, you know what, we're gonna party anyways. It still would have paled. When those fireworks went off, people started like walking, ducking down and whatever, and Biden walks forward. Like, if you're shooting at somebody, I'm the one you're shooting for. Anybody remember that shit? It was just fireworks. Remember when they even had like the threat that Trump might be shot, and he's all like diving on the floor basically. Biden's older. Pow, pow, pow. People in the crowd were. He said forward, like, if you're gonna shoot at anybody, I'm right here. Was it orchestrated? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. I don't know. Would I put it past them? No. But what I realized with those drones, America, the institution, the one you pay your taxes to, they elected Joe Biden. They also elected Trump the time before. Nobody thought he'd beat Hillary. And nobody would have believed a popular victory. Oh, but he went ahead and pushed those, millions and trillions and bajillions of migrant voters, huh? This thing about losers is they're all too happy to accept any excuse as to why they're a fucking loser that doesn't involve them being a fucking loser. Because they're fucking losers, and just being actually told, no, you lost again, they probably would have fucking shot themselves. They need something to keep going forward. I don't need any more of this. That is one good thing about this, is it'll let you know, like, dude, what are you doing? Smoke some more pot, you'll be fine. Yeah, I don't know, but I like to be like, this world gets me all fucking pissed off, man. Let's go ahead and mix some stuff, huh? Let's mix something. I'm stoned. There's enough time left that I can have some sunlight. Yeah, I can go until like 11 o'clock. Let's do this shit. Do this shit. Tune back in now, you hear? Or don't, Whatever you like to do. It's up to you.